Trump, for 4 years, promised every month infrastructure week. For 4 years he promised that. He didn't build a damn thing.
We know what it's like to be the underdog. And we are the underdog in this race. And we have some hard work then ahead of us. Forces are mighty. When people don't believe something can get done and they have 1,000 excuses for why it can. U.S. Steel is an historic American company. And it is vital for our nation to maintain strong American steel companies. And I couldn't agree more with President Biden. U.S. Steel should remain American-owned and American-operated. And I will always have the back of America's steelworkers. America's manufacturing sector. And on that point, the president mentioned it. And we know this is going to be a tight race to the very end. It's going to be a tight race to the very end. So let's not pay too much attention to those polls. Because as unions and labor knows best, we know what it's like to be the underdog. And we are the underdog in this race. And we have some hard work then ahead of us. But here's the beauty of us in this room. We like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work is joyful work. And when we fight, we win. God bless you. God bless America. Joe Biden has been one of the most transformative presidents in the United States that we have ever witnessed. And it comes from his heart. And you know, Joe and I talk a lot about the fact that we are so proud to be the most pro-union administration in America's history. And it is thanks to your leadership. And you know, Joe and I talk a lot about the fact that we are so proud. But as we fight to move forward, Donald Trump is trying to pull us backward, including back to a time before workers had the freedom to organize.
He's going to jail.
Well, the courts will handle that, and we will handle November. How about that? We'll handle November. Let the courts handle that other thing. But we're not going back. We're not going back. We know it is one of the highest forms of patriotism. He opposed efforts to raise the minimum wage. As the president said, he appointed union busters to the National Labor Relations Board. And don't forget, he supported so-called right-to-work laws. And if Donald Trump were to be reelected, he intends to give more tax cuts to billionaires and big corporations. He intends to cut Social Security and Medicare. He wants to impose what in effect would be a national sales tax, I call it the Trump national sales tax, on everyday products and basic necessities that would cost a typical American family, the economists have said this, almost $4,000 a year. For a future where every person, we fight for a future where every worker has the freedom to organize, and we will pass the PRO Act and end union busting once and for all, and Bob Casey will help us do that. Contract and became one of the first technology unions in our nation.
I believe in American steel companies, American-owned and operated steel companies. And they got got stuck with me for the rest. Remember Trump for 4 years promised every month infrastructure week. For 4 years he promised that. He didn't build a damn thing. Nothing. I mean, not nothing. Let me just say, it means so much to be with a true friend, the Vice President and the next great President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris. That's why. Folks, we made a lot of progress, and Kamala and I are going to build on that progress, and she's going to build on it. I'll be on the sidelines, but I'll do everything I can to help. But look, I'm not joking when I say, this is not a joke. When I said this when I was running in 2020, a lot of people didn't believe me. You did, but didn't believe me. It's all at risk because of Donald Trump, literally. With a stroke of the pen, he can get rid of a lot of this. And do you think this guy gives a damn about your pensions? No, I'm serious. Do you think he loses even an instant of sleep over it? Do you think he cares about all the work you do every day and how hard it is? No. Do you think he cares about good-paying jobs for hard-working people who built this economy? No. Hell. Here in the coal mines, those guys who got there last ended up being the last people in the coal mine. I know her. I trust her. Not a joke. I trust her. Number two, the first decision I made, the nominee in 2020 was selecting her as my vice president. Would give us advice, then we'd sit alone in a room, and she has a back. We got one more job to do together. Let me ask you, are you ready to fight? Yeah! Are you ready to win? Yeah! Are you ready to elect Kamala Harris, our next president of the United States of America? And in the process, are you ready to make Donald Trump a loser again?